Are you looking for answers? Do you have questions? Do you want the truth? Are you sick of fake content? Well, join me here at Doof Doof Paranormal, and with the help of my friends, I hope to find what we're all looking for, the answers. Hey guys, this week I went to the Goodna Cemetery. There was a reason I went, and that was because of its connection to the Brisbane Mental Hospital. Brisbane Mental Hospital, over the hundreds of years it's been there, has been called many names, Goodna Asylum being one of them. The reason I wanted to go there was to see this memorial. Back in the day, 1945 to 50, the treating doctor, the boss of the asylum, didn't like the idea that the returned servicemen were looking out the window from the asylum looking at a cemetery. Didn't think it'd do them well. So he exhumed all the bodies. He ordered the bodies to be exhumed, put in little boxes. They were taken out to the Goodna Cemetery. A trench was dug, and the bodies and the boxes of bodies were put into that trench and basically forgotten. The stones were also taken out there and stacked. Now, as you can see, somebody had the at least decency to decide, hey, let's try and remember some of these people. It's probably a story on its own to talk about this, but that's why I wanted to go out there. Pay my respects, I guess. But asylums back in the day, as they were everywhere worldwide, were shocking places. Just horrible. And this one also has a disgusting history. Long story short, it is what it is. They lost the records. All of those people now at Goodna Cemetery wouldn't be able to tell you who they were. They lost the records. The numbers engraved on those stones were to obviously let us know who those people were, and now we don't. And it's just horrible. But anyway, James Robinson, he worked on the Goodna Asylum back in the day when it was being built. Story goes that he was up high, probably on one of the chimney stacks. He had to go back and get some tools that were left behind, and, well, he had a fall and he died instantly from the fall. His mother buried him here, only to lose her other son, killed in action, fighting in World War I, Alexander. His body was never brought home, so she didn't have his body to bury, but she added his name to the stone. Apparently now James haunts the cemetery. Who knows why? Now, this is a statue that was erected in honour of a man's wife named Teresa. Teresa suffered from what we know now as bipolar, but back in the day it was like mania. You know, she'd lost the plot. He popped her into the Goodna Asylum in the hopes that they could cure her and help her. Big mistake. They didn't help her. She died. And he was devastated. And somehow he got some money together. And the story goes that possibly he, being Italian, he probably asked the wrong group of Italians to assist with money because it was very expensive. He did a runner in the end because someone was after him. Big story there too. I must look into that more. But this stone was just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. The workmanship is glorious, and I'm told that they are going to try to put the statue back to the way it was when he first erected it, which would be lovely. It was a full moon that night. I tried to take a photo, but I wasn't very good, but I still put it in. Now, fairy lights are everywhere in this. Everywhere. Everyone's got fairy lights around the deceased's graves, which is really cute, and I enjoyed that. I saw this stone as well, little Mabel Jane. Obviously, there's still family around, descendants who are keeping this grave kept because they've gone in and cleaned the stone. I've seen some photos of it, which I probably could have put in here for you, but it was pretty horrendous before, but it's all been tidied up now. Apparently, the story goes that if you leave a flower on her grave and that of 5 other children in the cemetery, you're guaranteed that you will see a ghost in return for leaving the flowers. I didn't see any ghost, and I left the flowers. Mum and Dad, Sarah and Stuart, lived to be of a ripe old age, and so did the other 11 children that Sarah and Stuart Senior had, which is lovely. But little Mabel wasn't so lucky. This is a view of the back of the cemetery, the old part. it's reasonably kept, but as you can see, because all those graves don't have family associated that are around anymore, you know, they're a bit unkempt. That is what it is. But the other thing I love is this, that people can put things on the graves and there's not some groundskeeper coming along saying, ooh, you can't do that, it makes the graves and the cemetery look messy. No, they let people honour their dead any way they like. The other thing I thought was really lovely is people have built like little areas where they can picnic and have barbecues, like tables and chairs. Like, so that's houses that you can see in the background there. That's houses. That's how close the street is. But these things here, aren't they gorgeous? So people go and sit down and celebrate the life of their loved ones. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, Goodna Cemetery, I loved it. Out now on all streaming services, The Harrisville Haunting, The Real Conjuring House. Grab it now. Brilliant.
Oh no! Only 2 weeks to go until Christmas. If you're stuck for a gift idea, have no fear. The 2023 Cemetery Road calendar is here.
Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas!